Hey guys, today we'll see the Terraform introduction. And we'll install the Terraform on your Windows machine, and we'll run our first program, first Terraform, to create the Google Cloud Compute instance. So So Terraform is actually IAC, it's an infrastructure as a code. So there are various IAC tools, those are available in the market. We just need to choose the right one for us and there are lots of tools that will allow you to deploy the infrastructure as a code. Like we have AWS CloudFormation, we have Terraform, we have SaltStack, Heat, Juju, Chef, Puppet, Ansible. These are a bunch of tools. So some of them might not have primary responsibility as to deploy infrastructure, but we can use them for purpose. So that's what Terraform does. It means you can write a code, and as soon as you run a code, it will create a resource for you inside a GCP or whatever cloud you're using. So we'll use Terraform. Means we have a bunch of tools, but we'll go with the Terraform. So how Terraform works? So suppose you have created a main.tf. So .tf is a extension we're gonna use for all the Terraform script. Yep. So you create a main.tf, which is your configuration, which will be applied using the Terraform in GCP to create a VM. Where GCP is your backend provider, it can be a cloud provider, or it will be your on-prem infrastructure, whatever you like. When the GCP will be done creating the VM, it will notify back to the Terraform about the status. Terraform is very good if we have multiple cloud in our organization, so we can switch between the cloud with ease. And it has multiple provider, means when you'll go to Terraform provider page, check this out. So we have multiple provider. If you see the number of them that it supports. So it support HW. These are major: Alibaba Cloud, AWS, GCP, Microsoft Azure, OpenStack. Yep. So now let's set up the Terraform on your Windows machine. So we'll go to download Terraform. We will have Windows 64-bit. Download this one. Yeah. Let's extract it here. All right. So that's a exe. You can put it under the same. So what I used to do, I used to put it under the same directory where I have my bin directory for Google SDK, so I don't have to set up another one. So just paste it here. Now it's in this bin directory, as we already set it up in our environment variable. So I put the Terraform exe here. That's a single file. So now if you go to cmd, all right, here you go. Your Terraform, it can recognize your Terraform command. Now there are three major commands we will be working with. Terrafom Init. Second will be Terrafom Plan. And Terraform Apply. Terraform Destroy. So these are the major commands we'll be working with. Now I have already created I already have one of the GitHub repo where I have my first example. If we go here, this is the first example I got. Means if you can clone this directory. So I have cloned it already. Means in order to clone, you just have to go to the directory where it is. Right here it is. All right, here you can start git bash here. and run the command git clone and paste it. Alright, so this is how you'll clone the and just hit enter. Alright, so as soon as you'll hit enter, you'll get this directory. So I have some changes which I made, so I'm pulling it. Alright, so now you have the git bash here. Now run the cmd here. Alright, we have the directory. Now run Terrafom Init. Alright, so what Terrafom Init does, it will go to the Google, it will go to the hash crop and it will download all the required plugins for the provider which you have mentioned inside the inside your TF file. So if you'll open your TF file now, let's see what is the provider we have. So the provider for us is the Google. So it is gonna download the Google plugins in order to run our build our VM, build our resources. So this is the first Terraform script. So here we have so what you have to mention which provider we are going to use. Means it can be AWS or it can be Google or whatever Google Cloud platform you're using. I'm using Google. So the project we are using is this project which we have created in the previous video. You can check the description later if you want to see the previous video how to set up Google Cloud account, free account, and yeah, how you can set up your Cloud SDK and everything. Region, you can make the region here, means whichever the nearest region you got. I have South Carolina, so I'm using that one. Name is test, means you can name it anything. Alright, machine type N1 is standard one. We can use any machine type. Zone US East 1B. Then boot disk, which we are going to use the Debian machine. Network is our default network, which will always be there for if you're if you're a beginner, it means you're creating the first project, your default network will always be there. Alright, so that's what you'll have in your main tf.sh. Don't make now run Terrafom Plan here. Alright, so Terrafom Plan is going to show you what it is going to do, what resource it's going to create, and it will show you before you it will apply those changes for you. So whenever you are trying to apply any changes, you just have to you should run Terraform Plan before running Terraform Apply, because you may delete some instance if you may. So any change you have here, no, right, 0 destroy, 1 to add. So we are planning to add one VM instance. This is what it is going to do. Let's run Terraform Apply. All right, say yes. All right. Oh, okay. That's good. It has created one resource for us. Let's go to the console. Let's see if our first VM is created or not. Go to compute instance. Oh, I didn't change the name there. Oh, I didn't save it. So it was a test which it has created. So now if I run the Terraform apply again, let's see what it does. See what it is doing. It's destroying one of the VM and it's creating it again. You know why? Because I saved the changes. Now I have changed my VM name. My VM name I changed to my first TF instance, right? But previously it was still. So let's apply it. So first it is going to destroy what I have already created, and now it's gonna create a new one. So first it is destroying the test. Let's see here. All right, it's destroying. Still destroying. All right, so when it is destroying, I just want to add, all right, destruction complete after creating. Let's see what happened. Creating instance 400 resource name must match it. Okay, it doesn't accept the dash. Creating, let's refresh. Nothing is here. Okay, we cannot have, I think we cannot have capital letters in it. Yep, that's okay. All right, it's ready. Cool, your first instance is ready. Yeah, so I forgot to tell you that means if you haven't went through the previous tutorial, when you're running the Terrafom Plan, Terrafom Init, it means you have to authenticate yourself with the Google, right? So either you save your credential in one of the file and you use that credential file every time when you're running the Terraform, or you can run gcloud. There is a command application auth login. Yeah, application default login. So this will authenticate your application, whichever application you're running on your system. So run this command on your machine. After that, you'll be able to run any of the Terraform command. All right. So run gcloud auth application default login and make sure your default login is your account. Now it will try to authenticate yourself. So authenticate with your Google account. Allow whatever it asks. Now it's authenticated. So before you run any Terraform command, you have to authenticate yourself with the gcloud auth default login, and then you'll be able to run your Terraform commands. All right. Now you have to means now everything we were doing on command line, and we were editing in Notepad, but you can install PyCharm, and over PyCharm there is a Terraform plugin that you can install, and then you'll be able to edit it very quickly. So go to this PyCharm download. So download the community version, and then as soon as you'll download it, you'll see this one. Now just double click on this exe, install it. After installing, you'll have PyCharm. I have already downloaded that one. Just open that one. Alright, so just to tell you that whenever you'll open it, means first time it will ask for the Git repository or open a directory or something. So clone a Git repository, which I have told you before. I'll add it in the description itself. So this clone this first time, just clone this repository in your local. Also, if you have already installed PyCharm, if you already have it, then just go here in the VCS git and clone. Okay, clone and just clone the repository here just by giving the repository name. I already cloned it, so click on this, copy this path here. You can clone it. Okay, so as soon as you clone it, you'll see this directory here. Now here also, now you have to download the Terraform. You have to download the Terraform plugin for this. So go to File, Settings, Plugins, Terraform. I already installed it. So click Install here, and it will ask you to restart the IDE. Okay, so restart the IDE, and after that you'll see that your Terraform is recognized here. So you'll have the Terraform plugin here. So all the Terraform, after setting up the Terraform here, now let's see. Now we have the, let's do the second instance. All right, now you can open the terminal from here. It's a local terminal. Now over the terminal also you can run the Terraform commands. It's the same command line that you were trying to do. All right, so this is how we can set up the Terraform using the PyCharm, and yeah, that's it for now. If you guys have any questions, just let me know. Also, I'll add more things in my description. And if you'd like to go with my previous tutorial where I've added how you can create the Google account and how you can set up the Cloud SDK, please go through that. And if you have any questions, just let me know. And that's it for today. Thank you guys. Have a good day. Before you go, I just want you to have a quick look on this TF state file. Actually, this how Terraform knows that what is the current state I have in cloud, means how many VMs I have created and what is the state of the VM. So whenever you run the Terraform apply, it will create TF state file here for you. This TF state file, I'll show you where we ran it. All right, let's see this one. Alright, see if you see this. This is my VM. This is the Terraform state file where it keeps the current state file. So this is how Google Cloud will let me know, will acknowledge me back that I have created the VM, and this is what all the information that you need about the current VM that I got. That's I wanted to add. Thank you very much.